This year has been great so far in terms of big video game releases, and June is bringing us some more awesome titles along with a few huge game showcases. There are some highly anticipated titles coming to Xbox this month, and I cannot wait to dive into these myself. My name is Fletcher, this is Xbox Nation, and today we will be covering the 10 best new Xbox games to play in June 2024. A couple of these are also dropping onto Game Pass, so stay tuned to find out which games are also arriving onto the service. Without further ado, make sure you subscribe for more Xbox content, and let's dive right in. So first up, arriving on the 4th of June, we have the next big and final installment that many Destiny 2 fans have been waiting for. I think many Destiny fans have been putting all their eggs in one basket and hoping that Destiny 2 The Final Shape really hits the highs that the series has seen, especially after the last disappointing expansion. With all of reality at stake, the stakes have never been higher as players will venture into the pale heart of the Traveler. Amidst a turbulent period of layoffs at developer Bungie and claims that the studio's future could be in jeopardy, The Final Shape will be a make or break moment for the franchise, as it wraps up a decade-long storyline and it finally arrives on the 4th of June for all Xbox consoles. The 80s was a great time for fans of slasher films and horror in general, but I'd never heard of killer clowns from outer space before seeing the modern game trailer for the very first time. I did know that Iconic are the developers of the Friday the 13th game, the more recent Predator Hunting Grounds, and a number of other asymmetrical multiplayer games. Each match of this game pits 3 extraterrestrial clowns against 7 humans, with the human players trying to escape the map and the clowns hunting them down and trying to bring out the clownpocalypse. It could easily fit into the exact same formula as all the other asymmetrical multiplayer horrors, but the humans can actually fight back in this game, making this very much a battle of attrition compared to other oppressive nature killers. If you're interested in trying this new multiplayer experience, then it will be available on all Xbox consoles on the 4th of June. Rolling Hills Make Sushi Make Friends has got a confirmed release date from the developer Catch and Release, and publisher Humble Games have announced that this will be coming on the 4th of June. The laid-back sushi restaurant management sim will be available on PC and Xbox Game Pass day one. The brand new trailer for Rolling Hills has been released, and features include managing your own restaurant where you will purchase ingredients, collect new recipes, and decorate the restaurant to make your business an overall success. As all the features have confirmed, making and running the sushi restaurant is just one aspect of Rolling Hills. You will also have tasks to complete to help your regular customers, which in turn will help the town grow and help the popularity of your restaurant grow. This looks like a great indie title and one to definitely check out when it arrives on Xbox on the 4th of June. Coming to PC and all major consoles on Friday, June 14th, this souped up and definitive version of the already great Shin Megami Tensei 5 offers both new and returning players another excuse to play the top tier Atlas JRPG. Expanded with a brand new storyline that will see adventurers counter never before seen demons, areas, and choices, the fresh Canon of Vengeance route brings with it improved visuals as well. If that wasn't enough, the battle system has been entirely overhauled to make this more accessible for new players, and you will get to explore a decimated Tokyo overrun by demons in the best light possible. This looks like the over-the-top action we'd come to know and love with the Shin Megami Tensei's franchise, and it finally comes to Xbox this month. Now, we have an awesome looking horror game set on an abandoned oil rig, and that is the incredible looking Still Wakes the Deep. In this game, you are an offshore oil rig worker fighting for your life through a vicious storm, perilous surroundings, and the dark, freezing North Sea waters. All of your lines of communication have been severed in this game, and all your exits are gone, and all that remains is to face the unknowable horror that's come aboard. This game looks utterly fantastic and comes to us from the developers that made Everybody's Gone to the Rapture and Dear Esther, so you definitely know this is going to be a heart-pounding experience. We are finally able to play the game very soon, and it does come to Game Pass day one, and all of us will be able to play this exciting new horror experience on the 18th of June this year. We do love games with standout art styles, and the newly announced Blood by Exit 73 is one of them. #Blood is a humorous animated adventure that aims to blur the line between being a video game and a cartoon. It is also the debut game by Exit 73, better known as an animation studio. The game is hoping to appeal to those who enjoy a zany dungeon crawlers enticing players in with its high quality animation and keeping them hooked with its fresh take on traditional action RPG gameplay. Needless to say, it has intrigued us, and we do love games that try to make us laugh, and #Blood truly has captured our attention with its animation. If you're also as interested as us when it comes to this new IP, then you don't have to wait long, as it arrives onto the Xbox consoles on the 18th of June. The Elder Scrolls Online's upcoming Golden Road chapter is shaping up to be a standout moment in the MMO's 10-year run, introducing a transformative new scribing system with the potential to reshape the character build landscape, and massive new lore developments that may influence the franchise's story from this point forward. With roughly 30 hours of solid story content alongside numerous memorable dungeons, delves, world bosses, and a new 12-person trial, Gold Road looks like ZeniMax at the top of its game. If you complete the main stories of both expansions, you'll get to experience Kappa quests that resolve the combined stories. The ZeniMax team never disappoint when it comes to ESO expansions, and this one finally arrives onto the Xbox consoles on the 21st of June. Arguably, if not definitely, the most colossal release of this June isn't even a fully fledged video game, but rather a DLC expansion. That said, the anticipation for Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree cannot be understated or denied. From Software looks to be adding an avalanche of new areas, weapons and bosses to the already epic quest it released back in 2022. The story itself is purposely being kept shrouded in mystery, yet you can be sure to see players become obsessed all over again when the DLC for Elden Ring introduces even more dark secrets to uncover. If you're like me, then you probably can't wait to delve into this expansion, and we don't have much longer to wait, as it arrives onto the Xbox consoles on Friday, 21st of June. Atari has announced that Neo Sprint, the first sprint entry since 1987's Champion Sprint, will be racing onto the Xbox consoles on the 27th of June. As detailed in the newly released trailer, the game will feature modernized visuals with an updated isometric view of the action. You'll also be able to build and completely customize your own tracks, adding in ramps, jumps, and decorative items across 4 biomes. You can also play solo against up to 8 AI opponents, or gather your family and friends to join in on fun. Additional modes such as obstacle courses and time trials will also be available once you've polished off the main campaign mode. If you want to hit some nostalgia or want to jump into the game for the very first time, then its release is just around the corner. When it comes to Souls and Souls-like games, it can be hard to differentiate the genuine from the copycats. Enaia, The Last Song, released a demo earlier this week ahead of their upcoming release, and I took it through its paces to see if it's all that or just a pretender. Enaia, The Last Song is a Souls-like game from Italian developer Giamma Games, and was apparently inspired by Italian folklore, and right away you can tell this just from the visuals. If the full version of the game looks half as good as it does in the demo, then players will be in for a treat visually speaking. Where a lot of Souls-like titles lean towards the darker environments and darker colours in general, this game has gone the other way, with a bright and golden sunlit location and a breathtaking Tuscan-inspired architecture. If you're a fan of a Souls-like, then definitely give this demo a go before the full game releases on the Xbox consoles on the 21st of June. What game are you looking forward to this June? Let me know in the comments below. Personally, I can't wait for Shadow of the Erdtree DLC, and I hope many of you join me in what looks to be another masterpiece by From Software. Whilst here, remember to like and subscribe and check out the video on screen now of the 15 incredible new FPS games coming to Xbox and Game Pass in 2024.